Welcome back to Off Guard. It's your host, Austin Rivers, along with my guy, Pausha Hoogie. We are back. What's up, man? How are we?
Doing good. NBA Cup. We haven't really talked about it on this pod.
Nope.
But last night, obviously,
What
last
is it?
couple nights.
Are you interested in it?
You know why
I'm trying to get it.
You know why I've been reluctant to bring it up on the pod? Because I remember in past years, you're kind of like, whenever the Lakers won it, and then they didn't win the championship, and then the Bucks win it, and then their season they lose in the first round. I think you're a little bit like, okay, who are we doing this for?
I think it's just listen. I think it's fun to make something competitive during the regular season. But I
guess throwing a wrinkle into the regular season. So this Vegas thing is kind of where
I think that's
cool.
what it's for. All right,
Yeah.
But in terms of like it having any significant value, or like me tuning in especially because of it, like it's just not where I'm at with it. I just want to watch guys compete. So if this is something that can add flavor to the game, given even a team or players even more of a reason to kind of put on those work shoes and really get after it out there, then I'm all for it, bro. Like I'm not
right. Well, even the courts were the cool thing, right? But then they stopped doing that the last couple of games, right? Some people didn't put the court out because they said it was too slippery. So like Lakers Spurs felt like a regular game, you know what I mean? But yeah. I went to the quarterfinal game, Magic Heat, and everyone was in the arena kind of being like, if we win, we go to Vegas. So that added some buzz. But as far as the teams that made it to Vegas, if we want to talk about those games, the Thunder, who haven't or lost one game all year to the Blazers of all teams, do you even see anyone giving them a fair shot?
I mean, anybody can beat anybody in one game. So yeah.
Yeah, it just feels like,
but it's they have dominated, man. I mean, it's getting to the point, obviously, where people are worried about the competitive spirit. That's how bad it's getting. People are worried about the integrity of the game. They won by 50 last night, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They're 24-1. You know, Shai hasn't finished the game like a dozen times, more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's. Yeah. Stuff is nasty. And then people are now looking ahead. Like, bro, they get top picks next year. And they could use those to fill in the gaps of players that they're paying right now a lot of money to keep the younger guys. Like, they could get off on Isaiah Hartenstein. I love Isaiah Hartenstein. Isaiah Hartenstein would be great for another playoff team.
I think him and Caruso are everyone's like, okay, if they were to make a move, they don't need to make moves. If they were to make a move, that's where you would look, guys under contract.
Because you can get that possibly in the draft next year at an elite level. Like, if they get Cameron Boozer and then they go grab one of these.
That's your favorite one. The Cam Boozer to the Thunder is your favorite.
I think it makes the most sense. Yeah. It makes the most sense for their team. You put him next to Chet. You get off that Isaiah Hartenstein contract.
Yeah.
And then you could even trade Caruso. This is just valuable players too. And Caruso and Hartenstein are very good players, and they could be great contribution on another playoff team. But for the Thunder being this young and having these top picks, you could use that money then to pay a Case and Wallace. You pay a Wiggins. Now you're keeping all these guys, and how your team's unbeatable.
Right. And we talked about this before with like teams that you have a guy like Shai. When you have a run with a team, you're going to filter out some of those role players. Some people age out. Kobe won with Rick Fox. He also won with Trevor Ariza. We talked about that before. Like, so yeah, Alex Caruso, Isaiah Hartenstein, like big contributors. But to keep the train rolling, yeah, down the road, maybe you sub them out for a guy on a rookie deal. And the ball keeps rolling because Jalen Williams, Chet, and Shai are only going to get better.
Yeah.
Which they have. Chet.
And I dumbed it down like it's that simple. Like, get off these guys and then pay these guys.
But people want those guys, though. It is that easy.
But I just didn't, I know how contracts work and having to I don't know the ins and outs of, even where they're at with their cap. I'd have to look at these. So I don't want to assume it's that easy. But yeah, essentially, that's what the Thunder could do, bro. And yeah, it's an issue. I mean, like, it's not an issue that the NBA can do. People are like, Adam Silver, do something. Like, Adam can't do anything. But the Thunder right now they're just beating everyone badly.
Right.
24-1 is giving those days of trauma. Sadly, I was playing during this time when the Warriors had that team. When KD came to the 72-9 team. That it felt like they just couldn't. No one could beat them. And if you did, you just like caught them on a weird night. You know what I mean? Like, but like in a playoff,
you got to look at the back-to-backs on the road.
In a playoff series, people are just like, you ain't beating them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like, and I hinted this on the last pod, sure, they are one of those elite teams, right? Like the Warriors, the Bulls, all that. But don't you feel like the NBA is a little bit, when you look at the teams that could possibly beat them, when you wipe out the entire almost Eastern Conference, like none of these teams can compete with the Thunder. So that's an entire conference where you're like, they should just win all those games. Yeah. Then you look at the West and it's like, okay, you got your Rockets, obviously the Nuggets, but like, am I hinting at like the NBA is not as good for some reason? Like there's not enough elite teams that can compete with them? Or is it just the Thunder are that good?
I would say their team has, because think about it. Let's not overreact in the aspect of like a year ago, we were questioning whether they can make these jumps. If they could, after they lost to, what was it? Dallas 2 years ago, everyone was like, can they be this team? Are they this good? We were questioning still a little bit last year. Then they just kind of went through everybody, and then the Pacers series was fantastic. Halliburton obviously goes down.
The Nuggets series was pretty good too.
Nuggets series, 7-game series as well. So they got pushed. It was competitive, but they did answer the call. They got over that hump. They did win it all regardless of injuries. And that's that. We come into this season, people are like, yo, it's going to be hard for them to repeat. Look how good Houston is. This is before Fred VanVleet goes down. Dallas was still such a competitive team with spirit of thinking they'd be better than what they are right now. We thought AD was going to be healthy.
They were like a dark horse pick to be like, they're going to make some noise.
Maybe Kyrie joins before the playoffs, and then that was a team. The Clippers, on paper, guys, looked fantastic. I'm not about to sugarcoat this, man. Like, this thing that's happened with them is unbelievable. We listen, we're going over like the Chris Paul stuff. Forget all that. All right, there's right and wrong on both sides, whatever. The Clippers even being in this situation to where like now people are mad that the Thunder get their pick. This is their fault. If they played better, this pick wouldn't. We wouldn't have to worry about this. They're playing so bad that they're giving the greatest team in the NBA right now a possible top 8, top 5 pick.
The NBA might have to let them win some games down the stretch. We might have to throw some.
Like, bro, this is crazy. Yeah. And your team on paper, bro, was John Collins, Zubac, Brad Beal, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden,
Brook Lopez,
Bogdanovich. God,
we like Chris Dunn.
Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn. God damn.
Derrick Jones Jr.
He's
been injured, right? Yeah.
9 good players, bro. Their whole team is good, bro. All those guys can hoop. Some got injured. Some just, bro. I'm just like, this shit is. And
you know what the worst part is too? Not the worst part, but one of the parts is Norman Powell's hooping. He might be an all-star in the East.
I know.
They just dropped him.
Norman's going crazy. Storming Norman's down in Miami. They're actually competitive right now.
Yeah.
They'll be in the playoffs.
Yeah. And I know as much as we wanted Bam to take that next step when he was on Team USA, you want great things from his offensive game. His defense is always good. He's good. He could be an all-star this year, but he's not. He's just, maybe this is what he is, right? Like,
he is, yeah.
I think we want him to take this other step.
Yeah. We always want, solid step. Yeah, he's a good player, and that's what he is. You know what I mean? Right. Like, sometimes, it's like. Are
you feel that way about Evan Mobley eventually?
I'm not there yet, but
you're waiting for something from him, and it hasn't.
Well, he's taking a jump. He took a jump last year.
Yeah. You said if the Cavs were going to be a title contender this year, he has to become like the most important.
He has to. He hasn't done it this season yet. He's having a good season, but I want him. I think Evan Mobley should be a guy who averages like 25, 10, and 4 assists with like 2 blocks. You should be one of the league leaders in blocks. Yeah. Like you should just be dominant. I think he has the ability and the talent to do so. I don't know if he has the motor and the mind. I don't know, but he has taken jumps. This year, he's just been kind of similar to what he was last year. He hasn't taken that another step. He's already taken 2 or 3 steps. I'm waiting for that step to where he's like top 10 in the NBA. Top 10 player. That's the step I want him to take. So, yeah, I am still waiting. And to your point, yeah, a couple years go by, then you start to be like, from now at least, this is who he is, which would be great. He's a great player. But in terms of being a superstar is what we're looking for, right? Paolo's close. This year's been weird, but now you're seeing these playing well again. Their team's winning. We can disperse to the, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole thing was silly. But, yeah, that's the next step.
Well, so for the Cavs, let's say you're in Darius Garland's camp. You're his agent, you're his friend, whatever you are. Are you kind of thinking, man, can we get this guy out of here? So remember when he had his own team in the Cleveland and he was an all-star? Things were going good. For whatever reason, it's been a weird fit with Donovan Mitchell. Are you thinking, like, for the Cavs' sake, for Darius Garland's sake, maybe them mutually splitting would be best for both sides?
I don't know. I mean, what's the other option? You'd have to bring me something to the table. I'm not like getting rid of Darius Garland just because I think it'd work better without him. He's too good.
It's hard to bring back someone as talented. It would be more like a role guy.
Yeah,
player.
like bro, I'm not just getting rid of Garland. Like Garland's too good of a player just to like let go. Besides the fact that there's games when he's not playing that like they need him.
Right.
Like you'll see it when like Donovan's not having a spectacular. I know he's great every time I watch him play. This guy is unbelievable. Like he's such a good player. But in the playoff games where he doesn't have it going, because it's going to happen. You can't play well every game, especially in the playoffs. You're going to have a playoff game where like things ain't going right. You missed a couple, or you're in foul trouble, or whatever the case may be. Every game has a life of its own. And that game slows down. And some of these other guys who are playing well for them now in the playoffs are not getting. You know what I'm saying? You need Garland. Like last year, like Ty Jerome's a good player, but when they asked too much of him, they're like, "Yo, we need Darius Garland back."
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? He's going against Nembhard and Halliburton, and then you can see there's levels to this. No disrespect to Ty Jerome. He's a good backup guard. But, like, he's going against Halliburton and Jerome and Nembhard. And I'm sorry, he's going against Nembhard and Halliburton and even Mathurin coming off the bench. And, like, these guys are just at a different level. Then everyone's like, man, when they need Garland. Oh, now you need Garland back.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, but for Garland to be...
And by the way, it would have been the same thing with the Magic. If, say, Paulo was out for the whole year and y'all was doing this little thing that y'all got going on, some of y'all fans talking about, we just moved Paulo. All right, man. In the playoffs, when you guys are down 18 to the Knicks in, like, game one, you're like, we can't score. What's going on? You're like, yeah, well, you thought you were better without this guy.
Right.
Yeah.
For the Garland thing, for him to take the next step as a player, though, because he's entering, like, the prime of his life, do you think he'd be better with more responsibility, more like carrying a team? Because right now they don't need him to do that. To be really good. For example, let's use on a whole different scale. Like James Harden had to leave the Thunder to be like, oh, he can complete.
No.
Garland, I'm not saying on that level, but I'm saying like we would never have known James Harden could be a hub of an offense.
So you want Garland to be a 1A guy? Like he's
best,
carried,
maybe the best perimeter player on the team, and then they come out as big. That'd be a good team.
Yeah, it could be because he's talented, man. I like Garland.
Him and they were looking like when the Spurs were like, what guard would it ended up being? Darren Fox. Could have been Garland.
Well, they got their own problems. This Harper train is taking off.
Let's spend a few minutes on Harper because every time I watch him play, I'm like, yeah, it's crazy.
First
of all, there's some guys that just can't stay in front of him. Like he knows it too. When he gets the ball,
they can't keep him out of the paint.
Yeah,
he's in the paint every play. Every time I watch them play, at some point this is in the paint. I'm like, yo, this guy just can get in the paint whenever he wants to. Right. So even if you're not scoring, he can just create offense just by him being able to like collapse the defense. He is good, all right, and he's good now. And I don't even think, I mean, obviously he was a top pick, so they knew he was good. But like you have Fox there. I know they're sitting there like.
But you said earlier in the season this is a problem for a couple of years from now. But you think Harper's so good, maybe
I would roll
take
with him. I need to roll with him now. I'm putting I'm putting Harper in the lineup.
Man.
I'm starting Harper. 100%. It has nothing to do with De'Aaron.
Steph Castle last night, we're talking 30-point game.
It has nothing to do with De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is a very good player and is a starting point guard. He's not a bench player by any means. De'Aaron Fox is a starting point guard on every NBA team in the league. All right, he can go to any team and start. So not every team, obviously. Teams that have elite point guards, he's not going to go start over them.
They'd probably put him at the 2. He's that good.
But he could score so good, you just start him anyway. That's what I'm saying. Like he's one of those players that are so good that like even if there's another player at his position, they just be like, we're just going to put De'Aaron next to him.
Go to the Villanova 4-guard lineup and just figure it out.
So that's what I think they should do in San Antonio then.
Yeah.
Okay? Because the deal, you got to let him go now. The train's already left. Like you got these young guys going. Castle, throw Harper in there too. Just let him go. The longer we wait, then the longer we have to start this thing with him where he's getting this experience. Just do it now. You guys,
so you don't like that he's going against second units right now and gaining confidence?
He's got the confidence. He's ready to go. He's got the confidence, man. What are you talking about? This guy's at top 3. What pick did he go?
Second.
Man, his confidence is high. Yeah. He's a second pick
in a good draft, too.
Second pick in the draft, in a loaded draft, he's a second pick. Harper is ready to go now, fam.
Yeah. I'll see it in the game where they'll swing. He gets the ball, and the guy guarding him knows. Oh, it's like another thing. He just goes. It's like the guy is like he's worried about the second guy coming in.
What hand is he?
Lefty.
I've seen more right hand finishes than I can stomach.
The one on Rudy Gobert. Come on, man. That's a 4-time defensive.
We just bumped him and just threw it right over him with the glass.
That's a big deal. As a guard, a 19-year-old, 20-year-old guard bumping the defensive player of the year and finishing.
It's the little things like that people who know and watch basketball can appreciate. People see that as a good drive, 2 points. No, it's bigger than that. This guy is going to the lane, bodying centers, very good defensive centers, finishing with his offhand consistently. I've seen it 7 times.
What's the player comparison as far as like footwork in the paint, but being able to use your body?
He's so quirky. He's like a new age guard. I don't know anybody like him.
Yeah, it's like a Ginobili, Harden.
He has some like, yeah.
All of those guys. The finishing of like I've seen crazy finishes.
He's got a little
body of heart, like a strong Harden.
He's got a little Harden body,
but like a Ginobili quirkiness
of a Ginobili, something like that.
Yeah,
he's like
look at the guys we're naming.
He's like Brunson down there sometimes too. He's like under the just moving around, pivoting and stuff. I'm just like, yo, this dude he's good. I mean, he's good. He can play. He's got game. I'm letting him go. I'm like, all right, man, it's time to we got to put him in the lineup, and this is our guy going forward. Darryn knows this anyway. All right, Darryn knows we're bringing him here because we think we can win now. So you're going to be a part of this too. We need you to hoop. But young buddy got to come. Come on. He's with us now. You got to put him in that lineup. It's just he's number 2 pick in the draft. Darryn knows this.
What a good problem to have. They also have to figure out like Steph Castle. It's his second year. You compared him to like a Jimmy Butler type. Some people online are like he's like a shorter Kawhi. Like they don't know what's going on.
He reminds me of Jimmy.
Yeah.
If he can develop that jumper dog just well enough to where he can rely on it in moments where you need it. Like Jimmy's never been a great shooter, but when you need a bucket, Jimmy can hit you with a back down and hit you with a fadeaway and just hit a big shot. He was always capable. You can never like leave him open. And his midi has always been solid. And he can get to the line.
This guy's obviously more of a freak athlete than Jimmy too.
Yeah, and Jimmy was very athletic though. Like Bulls Jimmy was a freak athlete though.
I'm picturing him off 2 feet now.
But Castle, what Castle's got going on, how he explodes up is crazy. He's a freak athlete. Yeah, he's
They're what is it? Are they the NBA's only hope? When you see this Thunder train rolling, you're like, the Spurs are like 2 years away from having what the Thunder have essentially with Wemby as the main guy.
Let me tell you something. They're it. That's it. We have nothing else. The only thing we have is hoping that Denver can always surround Nikola with something.
And I think that if the Rockets can build around Thompson and Şengün, right now it's KD. Down the road, who's it going to be? But like those two is a good starting point in the Western Conference. Like
Reed Shepperd.
I'm
starting to get into it. I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to see it. I've seen it. I've called a couple of their games now. I've watched a couple of their games. I even saw like their practice highlights the other day. He's in practice just doing some shit. Confidence is starting to go for him. You're starting to see like, oh, I can do this. It's when you see it happening for a player, bro. It's the most beautiful thing in sports is watching in real time, like as games and practice, like seeing a player's confidence grow. You can see it. Like I'm seeing it for Reed Shepperd. It's happening.
Well, then the guys on the bench always cheer on because they've seen it in practice probably.
They've known he's good.
And they know it.
But now they're starting to see, he's starting to just be comfortable with who he is, what he can do. No one can guard you. That's where you get. Yeah. You start getting to the point like, I don't think one person can guard me. I don't think any one person can guard me. That's where I'm seeing he's getting to. Ain't nobody can stay in front of you, bro. He's over there mixing people and hezzying and now you're starting to, that's what I want to see. You're not rushing on the game. He would play and sometimes rush, and he just played sometimes unsure. And again, that's natural. He got pretty much 0 reps last year. All right. And then even this year, he was planning to come off the bench again. It's not natural for a 3rd pick in the draft. The 3rd pick of the draft don't go through stuff like this.
Yeah. You're mad that Harper's coming off the bench now. Like you're just like,
yeah, like it just put him in the lineup already. This guy didn't get to play last year. It's crazy. And then even this year, he was going to be a backup at best behind Fred VanVleet because they're trying to win right now.
It's a beautiful bad thing that happens.
Yeah, he goes down. It sucks because their team's not as good, I don't think. But now this Reed Shepperd guy is getting like real time, and he's just getting better and better and better at a much faster rate than would have happened if Fred was playing. It's just a sad tragedy and beauty of how sports is. It's so crazy. One guy goes down, it's tragedy, and then this other guy comes, you're like, oh shit, this guy's good.
And Fred's still there to help him out too.
And this happens all the time in the NBA. It happens all the time. My dad used to always tell me, if you are hurt, if you can't play, if you can play through it even a little bit, Austin, you better play. Because if you give another greatest player on the planet a chance to play, it's over.
Drew Bledsoe, Tom Brady.
It's any of them. I mean, bro, I can go for team to team to team of a guy going down and this guy going, and then like, yeah, I don't know if we need him anymore.
Well, like we talked about it on a couple pods ago when Kyrie was out and Gordon Hayward were out and the Celtics made that run. You're like, I guess we don't necessarily need these guys.
It's just what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, again, De'Aaron Fox didn't start the season. He was hurt. Then this guy plays a little bit, and it's just like, oh, I don't know if we really need it. It happens. It happens. It happens to everyone. I don't care who you are, but the NBA is just too good. They're too good, bro. I can go list for list, for team. You can name me a team. I'll tell you a guy who got to play with Anthony Black starts cooking, and Paulo goes down. And again, he's not replacing Paulo. But if you give any player more opportunity in the NBA, right. These are the best players in the world. They go. Most of these guys will make some shake with it, and then they gonna start questioning how valuable you are. It's a funny league, so it's just how it works, man. Now, I'm not saying De'Aaron Fox they need to get rid of. De'Aaron Fox is a guy who's going to help them win games in the playoffs. They need him. I'm saying play him and Harper together. Figure it out. Nemhart, Halliburton, this thing, guys. Let's just do it. All right? Because
neither of them are like traditional 3-point shooters.
Yeah, so you just have them play off each other. Just drive and kick, push the ball. If either one of you get the rebound, you got it. The other one to run.
You're more like put the five most talented guys.
Put the 5 best players out there. It's positionless basketball anyway. Just put these guys out there. They'll play. Like, what do you? I mean, their bench you still got. You got Vassell and you got
Keldon Johnson. Who last night came out and hit like 4 threes in a row.
Kelvin Johnson, who's a guy that used to be one of your main options when you guys weren't as good. Like this guy can come up.
He was on Team USA.
Yeah, like Kelvin can carry a bench, bro. Him and Vassell. Are you kidding me? That you paid Vassell $100-something million. He could score too.
Right.
He could shoot. Those guys can carry up. Like, bro, you have plenty. Harrison, you got all this shit off the bench, dog. You got a lot off the bench. You're good.
How do you feel about Sohan?
I start Sohan. He needs to be with the best players on the floor. That's how he's most effective if he's playing with the best. You put him in the bench team, he's not going to be as good. You put him with the best 4 other players on the floor, and he gets to be Rodman out there and just be hustle player, hit a 3 here and there, go get a tip in, a dunk, be a menace, start some shit, be competitive.
I agree with you on that.
Then you put him out there. He needs to start. You put him with Wemp. Go. Hey, I need you to go be a pain in the ass. I need you to guard guys who are 4 times your size. I need you to Draymond it. I need you to. Dennis Rodman used to guard Karl Malone and be down there with Barkley and be down there with Shaq. These guys were 4 times his size, just out there being a pest. Draymond guards every time. Draymond's 6'7", fam. I don't think people understand. Draymond ain't 6'10". Draymond Green is 6'7" at best. He goes out there every night, guards the guard, don't matter who. Just it's all like it's just you know what I'm saying? Like so handy to be that. I need you to go put on 15 pounds. I don't need you to be this sleek, fashion. Like I don't need you for that, bro. Not no more with the way this team's shaped now with all this talent, dog. If you want, I need you to gang 15 pounds. I need you to learn how to hit a quarter 3 and a pop 3 consistently. And I need you to rebound. I want you to be diving on the floor. I want you to break your stuff sometimes because you're playing too hard. I need that type of guy. Jalen Suggs is always hurt because he plays too hard. He's a football player. Right. I need that for Sohan. And you go out there and you do all the dirty work so we can keep our pretty. We need to keep Wemby, the pretty boy, the golden child, our best. He needs to be away from all that. We need to keep him clean, and that's exactly what.
Another great big Luke Cornett, who's really playing well for them too. Or it's like that. The signing was weird. It was like $40 million, but I'm like,
he is good.
Yeah, he's just good, man. He does what he does.
He does exactly. Yeah. And again, that's a guy who can come off the bench. He did it for Boston. So like,
you're naming a lot of really good bench players.
Yeah, they have plenty. So that's off the bench that you could start this young group and just let them go with Fox. You know what I mean? Out there, still somebody who's older, but you go Fox, Harper. I'm going Castle, Sohan, Wemby, and I run with it. And then my bench, I have, and again, you can adjust this.
Yeah, these other guys like Champagne and other guys too, but they do have a lot.
And again, you can finish games with whatever you want. I'm sure in the playoffs, you guys will have Harrison Barnes out there playing. Or Vassell will be in one for one of those guys. Maybe Harper doesn't finish games, not all of them yet. It's his rookie. You know what I mean? He could have, if he's rolling, you finish. If not, he gets to watch and you put another guy. You know what I mean? You that's part of having too talented of a team. You got to make these adjustments. Thunder did it all the time. Sometimes Caruso plays, sometimes Casey Wallace plays, sometimes Wiggins plays, sometimes they're sitting over on the bench. These are all guys that can play 40 minutes on any other playoff team, but like they're sitting there just like not saying a word. Right. Just got to deal with it. But that's how deep you have to be and good, and you have to have a whole bunch of guys that are okay not playing to beat the Thunder. Because they got 11 guys. They have 11 guys that can play. All of them are good. All of them. Their whole roster. I don't even know who this damn AJ Mitchell guy is. Who the hell is this little booger? He's out here just cooking.
He's really good.
He's nice, bro. He gives everyone the blues. He's got game. He's aggressive. He's sure. He's confident. Can make the right read. He's not selfish, but can score. Can shoot. Bro, he got game. Lefty too. So they got a whole bunch of these dudes that aren't even like their main group of guys who can also play. Yeah. So if you're asking in the future, what are our hopes? Yeah, the Rockets have some, because Shepperd is a lot better than what people think. I think he's going to be, this guy reminds me of Mark Price, man. I swear. He's going to be Mark Price. It's going to be like the second coming of him. He has flashes of it. I see it. But other than them, it's San Antonio.
Whose core would you rather have? Let's say going forward for the rest of their futures. Would you rather have the Pistons? Obviously, it's the Cade Darryn thing, but then you had Ivy and some other guys too. Or would you rather have the Rockets, Thompson, Şengün, and you're talking about Shepperd? Going forward, whose core?
I'd rather have Cade, whatever team Cade's on. He's the best player.
Both teams great. I love both, obviously.
I love Houston.
Yeah.
I love what they're building there.
Thompson, I mean, this guy's, we don't even know what he's going to become.
He's great.
Yeah.
None of them are Cade. Okay. So I know those guys' talents are there. So I'm not saying that they're good. They can't do what Cade does. None of them can. None of these guys can do it. What Cade does. There's a certain thing like feel, bro, type of thing. Like you can't teach that, bro. Like Luka has it.
That's why we talked about like AJ Dybantsa. Like we love the way he's scoring at BYU and stuff. But
I don't know, man. Last game, I watched his last game and he was.
They Clemson him. I wanted to bring that up.
He was damn good. Pausha.
It looked NBA. It looked
me?
Ready to go.
The turnaround. First off, he was efficient.
Right.
So it's not like he's shooting 20. He's not out there shooting 28 shots with 27 points. It's not nasty. He's out there. I'm looking at his numbers and his games. He's putting up efficient work. And I'm talking about in college in a zone. This guy's backing down someone shooting over two. He's good. In an NBA with NBA space, I'm picturing him just.
You love game controllers and guys that make other people better.
Correct. I don't, but he's out there dribbling a lot. He's good, man. I don't know. He's still he's 19. He's 19. Yeah. Man. He's a lot. I was concerned. Like people are looking at his game, and it's not that this guy's a bad player, but for the hype and how good this draft is, you want a superstar, right? So people were comparing him to LeVert, and LeVert's a really good player. But
I saw a taller RJ Barrett.
See, like, you know what I'm saying? These are all good players. RJ Barrett's a good player. LeVert's a good player. I got number respect for both those guys. Both of them buckets. But in this draft class, these guys are all, these top five, people are saying these guys are going to be, it's like the Dwayne Wade, LeBron, Chris Paul. Like, these are going to be the superstars that define the NBA for the next 10 years, 15 years, right? So people are wanting to be the guy who got the Melo and the Wade, all right? They don't want to be the dark. You don't want to make the mistake here, all right? No one wants to be the team that drafts a guy and you're just like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want that. So you got to be, there's concern there. So when I watched AJ's first couple of games, I'm like, but as the season's gone, I see it, bro. I mean, I watched him in high school and he was just ridiculous, but now it's starting to look polished and within a game. Like he could have shot 30 shots versus Clemson.
Yeah.
Like there's times he comes down, he's just off it. Like he's playing though.
It's not like obviously we've seen the T-Mac, Paul George T-Mac type of thing.
He has that. That's what I see. I see Paul George-esque, T-Mac-esque ceiling for him. And I see it being reachable. He's doing it in college already. He's 19 years old out there just frying Grumman. Remind you, for people who are like, oh, college basketball, bro, because of this NIL, because of the transfer portal not being a taxing situation for the youth, these guys are like 22 years old. Calipari just went viral for like, I watch this guy who just is paying alimony for his wife who has a kid who's this and his brother. Like, this dude, these guys, grown men in college, bro.
Yeah.
So it's today's colleges. These guys are staying as long as they can to make as much as they can, and they're old.
Yeah, there's two groups, right? The guys are staying as long as they can to make the money, and the other guys are reclassifying like Jeremiah Fears to get to the NBA quicker. Like
but that's the top.
Those are the top. But they're trying to get through this process.
That's the cream of the crop, though. That's the cream of the crop that knows they're good enough to like. Those guys went to college and were like too good already. You could see it.
They're trying to get to that second contract as soon as possible. That's what it's all about.
They said Fears like in the second day of practice. Like some of the guys that were playing like the year before starting was like, this shit's a wrap.
What, Oklahoma or was that at the NBA?
No, Oklahoma. They said like at practice they obviously came as a top recruit, but like they were just like, damn. I'll never forget. I'm on my recruiting visit. This is random, but I'm on my recruiting visit to go to Duke, and Kyrie was the guy who took me on my official visit, and that's who they assigned to kind of just show me around, take me out, the whole 9 yards. I'm going to this practice, and mind you, this dude's coming into a team where you got like Nolan Smith. This is a Naismith type of player. Kyle Singler, a Naismith type of player. They just won the national title the year before with John Shire. All right, so this is I feel like this was the turning of Duke getting back being like the top dog again. It was this era because we've had it since.
Yeah, they beat Gordon Hayward, had that half-court heave on Butler against Duke.
Yes. Yeah. And a freshman coming in and dominating like that on a team with all those guys still who just won a national title. Something, this is an older team. They were like, I remember going to practice and Coach K came and sat next to me and was like, you ready to, you ready? You want this or not? And I was like, holy shit. You know what I mean? This is how they, I'm just like, man, how do you say no to this? He's like, because if you're not ready, or if, this is something you don't feel like the pressure, there's a lot of pressure, and you're going to be right after this guy because he's not going to be here. He's like, Austin, this is the best freshman I've ever had in my entire career. He's like, I've never coached anybody like him. And I'm watching him in practice, bro. He's doing this stuff like he does now. Like but no one did that yet still. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing it at Duke in the practice. I'm just like, holy shit.
When they had the number 1 pick, the Cavs that year, was it a no-brainer? I don't remember. I can't remember at the time. Some drafts are like this year, they're going to be like, who are you going to draft? Who
was right behind him?
Derek Williams, Arizona, big man. We thought he was going to be like.
I think Kyrie was unanimous 1. It was a unanimous 1. And obviously by midseason, everybody was like.
Cantor was 3 and Tristan Thompson 4 with Kyrie.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was unanimous. I just can't. I don't remember him like this year. Obviously, it was Cooper Flag. Whoever got him, Cooper Flag. Like whoever won the draft lottery, Cooper was already.
It was Kyrie. It was Kai.
Yeah,
it was Kai. Yeah, Kai was unanimous 1.
11 games too, or something like that.
Yeah, it was. That's what I'm saying. Like it was unanimous 1. That's how cold he was though in those 11 games. You know what I'm saying? Like people saw this like, yo, him coming back from injury after not playing the whole season with the toe. And then like his first game, like he has like 20 something. Then he goes in for like 27 versus Arizona. Everybody's like, yo, this dude is disgusting. He's just nasty.
And how often are you going to get a unanimous 1 that's kind of short, not the most athletic? Like,
no, like
not a high flyer.
He just has to be a crazy skilled guard.
That's how much his skill was like.
That elite. And then after 20 games in the NBA, people are like, holy shit. And then obviously since then, he's probably the most beloved basketball player in our era. Like who the doesn't like Kyrie? Kyrie's the most beloved hooper of the last 20 years. Other than like, take LeBron and Kevin and Steph out. Take those 3 out, Kyrie's 4. And I'm not saying he's the 4th greatest player. I'm saying beloved as far as people liking his game and having a respect for his game. He might be even ahead of.
There's no player in the NBA you bring him up and they're going to be like, you know what, his game doesn't really like. He's just an
automatic. You can never ever associate him with sorry. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Wait, never. People even say that about the great players. Oh, Russell Westbrook or Russell can't you? Russell's an all-time great, guys. You're morons for saying anything about Russ, but they don't see and understand what he does on a nightly basis. Regardless. You could go down the line with player, this guy. Bro, if you said anything, you could never say anything about Kyrie. Right. His game is the most beautiful basketball game to ever exist. I said it was sexy one time, and people were like, yo! So I'm going to refrain from doing that. But yeah, then Dame and other players have echoed that same thought. Like, yeah, this dude is like, there's something about watching him move with the ball, how he dribbles, how he crosses, how he gets into his mid-range, his left, his right. He is just the most aesthetic, visually pleasing basketball player you can watch, and everyone agrees about this. Former players, current players, everyone loves Kyrie. I would put him up there. Yeah. You
want to go back to AJ Dybantsa? Or we go?
Yeah. So I mean, to circle it back, gotta wait. That's what Kyrie does, Denny. We're in like a full on talk about like college and teams.
You were breaking
Thunder,
down
why the Thunder are going to be good.
And you go, let me tell you something, guys. Sidebar: Kyrie is the best player I've ever watched.
Kyrie had nothing to do with anything we're talking about. Somehow I'm on a visit to Duke, and Kyrie's just. I didn't even get to the rest of the story. Kyrie just kind of just took it away.
Right. Well, I mean, like, you make a good point though. Once a guy gets on campus, or like you said, Jeremiah Fears was the same thing. You're like. It's just too obvious. And everyone else is kind of like, how am I going to work my way? Remember like when LeBron was about to get drafted to the Cavs and they were all like, well, we got people at his position. I don't know. We got to like, this is an immediate get out of the way. How do we build around this guy?
Those videos of those guys talking, it's the funniest shit ever because like 10 games in the season, everybody was like, 10 games the first game, you had like 27, 7, and 8. Everybody's just like, yeah, just be quiet.
Anyone in his position, they were just like talking to their agent, like, we got to get out of here probably.
Yeah, you gotta get up out of here.
Yeah, can you believe Carlos Boozer left the Cavs after 1 year? He could have like rode this wave with him, and he went to Utah. Like after 1 year being with LeBron, he was like, "I'm out." I would have been like, "This is a great guy to like hitch my wagon to and ride my career with." You know what I mean? You could have been like his. I'm not gonna say Shaq Kobe. I'd been nuts, but you know what I mean. You could have been his all-star. Instead, he had to wait a while and got his Mo Williams or Larry Hughes down the road. Anyways, too many sidebars. You brought up Jeremiah Fears. I want to say because I wanted to talk about Derek Queen. And everything he has going on too.
Wow.
Are we looking at a Fears Queen? Is like the New Orleans Jokic Jamal Murray? Like what are we talking about?
I like that. It's the only shimmer, and I like Murphy. I like all three of them.
A lot of people want to trade him though because they think they get a lot back and then they can really do a rebuild.
See, I still think it's that same window thing we talk about. Sometimes they just be like, "Yo, we can get something better." Are you gonna get something better? Is it because the guy's 40 years younger? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, he's still very young.
How young? How old is Trey Murphy? What is he? 24?
Yeah, no, we gotta look that up.
So he's gonna be good for another 8 years? What are you talking about? What are we talking? Oh, is that how long it's gonna take for Jeremy and Derek to get it 8 years from now? Like, bro, come on.
Derek Queen's putting up 30 points.
So in 3 years from now, when they're both going into the third year, that's when that big jump always happens. He's gonna be 26, 27.
Yeah,
Murphy.
He's 25.
So he'll be 28. Well, guys, what are we talking about? Just slow down. Some guys want to. This is my problem. We get rid of them. Let's go younger. Let's get better. Let's get it. Well, you don't have an option.
It's kind of like what the Sam Presti move would be, right? Like, let's trade him, get more picks, and then while
what, do they have their picks?
You get more and more picks.
Does New Orleans have their picks?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
What, they're gonna get a top?
No, they don't have the pick this year. They traded for Derek Queen. So that's what. Okay.
Well, Derek Queen's worth it.
That's what I want to ask you. How do you feel about? It's an unprotected pick.
Derek Queen is unbelievable. Derek Queen's worth it. Derek Queen in this
so
draft.
You're thinking Joe Dumars genius.
If you took what we know now, Derek Queen, and put him in today's draft, knowing what he is right now, what pick is he go? He a top 5 pick?
They're talking about with the Boozer.
Yes.
Dybantsa?
Bro, do you see the numbers this guy's putting up? He's out there doing shit like a guard. He's a big ass Nasri. He's a bigger person. He's like a mix between Nikola and Nasri.
It's so irresponsible to trade an unprotected pick for the next year, especially in this draft, right? You just never know what it could be.
Correct.
But
you can't say he's.
I kind of want to be like Joe Dumars. What were you thinking? And I also want to be like Joe Dumars. How'd you know that Derek Queen was this good? Like, it's almost like this. Like, I'm like confused.
You can play both sides of the fence with this decision only because of how elite this draft is. You can have a sense to say that.
Yeah.
But for the fact of how good Derek Queen's been, I'm okay with that. Him and Fears, it's a good start. And then and with Murphy as a wing, so you're telling me you got the point, the 3, and the center, or the 4. Where we can figure that out, but we just got to plug in.
Yeah,
we could do that.
And whatever you can get for Zion
or Herb Jones.
Yeah,
you got people there.
See what people are saying about Trey Murphy, like they should trade him. That's probably more of a Herb Jones thing.
I would rather. I think the way Troy can shoot. Yeah. And play. I mean, he's leading them in scoring right now.
Troy Murphy was the white guy from Notre Dame back in the day.
Talking about Trey Murphy. Yeah. Trey Murphy is leading them in scoring, I believe.
Has to be. But by the way, there's like once a game he'll do a crazy dunk where
he caught a pass the other day and did a windmill. He caught a lob and did a windmill in the air, like on some. He didn't bring it all the way down like Vince, but like he did a little baby windmill. Shit was hard though. Like he's a freak athlete
and a great shooter.
So what are we talking about? Yeah. I mean, and he can defend when he wants to. Like when he used to be known as like a before Herb kind of took that role. Like Murphy was a guy that defend. He can defend when he's challenged. You have those 3, 1, 3, and 5. We got 2 guys we can move. Zion, who still has value, and we have a Herb who has value. I can move them and go do something with that. Maybe move up in the draft. I don't know. Package something together. Maybe next year's draft might be solid too. They're saying it's going to be decent. Some of these kids are pumping out now. It's happening. We're seeing it.
Yeah,
we're worried
after some weird drafts. It's.
I was worried for about America, but I'm starting to see it now.
Yeah.
We're getting some guys, but this draft is crazy. God.
What are your thoughts on Darryn Peterson came back and played against, I think, Missouri. He had like 19 points in 20 minutes, something like that. But his game, I still haven't really figured out what the comparison would be. I think you said Gilbert Arenas in high school. His shot, is it? No, it's not.
Gilbert's was just such a pretty looking jump shot. He hit him.
But Peterson every game is hitting threes, but it doesn't feel like he's like that on that level of reliable jump shot as like a Gilbert Arenas.
Not yet. He hasn't been challenged to shoot that far yet, but that's the question. When he gets this summer, when he takes that step back and you start doing stuff out the dribble, most of these guys been shooting that far, man. It's not like us. Like our era, that jump from college 3 to NBA 3 was a big deal. Like now these guys are launching, bro. There's no problem. I used to think that, and then I watch these guys shoot. Like I was like, VJ, you gotta shoot that NBA 3. VJ's out there just letting fly, man. These guys are all. Mikel already shoots 2 feet behind the NBA 3. He's been shooting like that since he was a junior in high school. He's been launching. It's just different. It's different, man. So I think he'll be all right. I like that comparison. I mean, sometimes people think he's just like a scorer, just like a Matherin. You know what I mean? Like, or is he a star? Again, this is like the, you say the AJ, is he LeVert or is he T-Mac? Again, LeVert's good, but for a top 5 pick, you want T-Mac.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, again, the same thing you said. Is it Matherin? Matherin's a good player. But I'd take Prime Gilbert.
I'll obviously I'm in the minority on this one. I just think Mikel Brown is the kind of player that you want if you're starting to go over as a franchise, because he is just like that kind of guard that we see in the NBA running the show.
I agree. I agree. I agree with this. I told you already a long time. We both agreed a long time ago. I said that he's gonna be a top 5 pick, and people are like, "Whoa!" This was last year when everybody was saying they had him going late first round, and I was like, "I think Mikel. If we can pull this clip up, please, somewhere if we can find this." I think Mikel Brown is going to be a top 5 pick in the draft. He's dominated, but he dominated USA basketball. He was dominating with all the top players at all these events. Right. So that's when you got to see, okay, he's actually the elite of the elite. And then obviously what he's done in college. So I think he's a top 5 pick.
Yeah. We haven't touched on this yet, but one of our clips from the last pod went pretty viral. It was talking about SGA would be a bigger star if he was American. And a lot of people had... First of all, they only see the clip, right? That's how that always goes. And people had their, a lot of people disagreed and said, well, some people said it's because he foul baits. That's why he's not a bigger star. And some people said he is that big of a star. Some people blamed him being in OKC. If he was in LA, he'd be a bigger star. A lot of people talked about his name in the comments. They're like, if his name was Shai Alexander, it'd be different. I'm like, okay. What do you want to circle back and just kind of reiterate your point that you were making?
What needs to be explained? What were they saying?
People were just kind of either saying the reason he's not a bigger star was this, and this, or they were saying he is a big star. What are you talking about?
That's the thing people are saying. They're acting like I'm saying he's not a big star. No one said Shai's not a big star. It's the reason why he was on Netflix's show, and that's why. Do I need to explain this? Like, why you see him on TV and all type of stuff? He's Shai Alexander. He has his own sneaker with Converse. He's a big time fashion guy. He's an MVP of the NBA. He's an NBA champion, Finals MVP. Blah blah blah. Like, I had listed these things out. I don't know why I have to explain to people what I said. Clearly, he's famous. Clearly, he's a superstar. I'm saying now the reason why it's not a unanimous, like this guy's just, what's the guy for soccer? For
Lionel Messi?
No, the young kid.
Oh,
Lamine
Yamal.
He's unanimous when it comes like the youth. Like this, the guy. He's just right now. That's what they're pointing to. All right. We don't know if it's Ant, if it's Wemby, it's Shai, it's Luka. I'm saying for our time, we always had is LeBron, Steph. You could sprinkle KD. It's very clear, though, guys. Okay, it's very clear. And there were guys in the mix. There were James Hardens. And there was Russell Westbrooks and Dwayne Wade's. But it's always been LeBron. And it's always been KD, who were just right here. Or before that, it was LeBron and Kobe, who were right here. They were distinguished. These are the guys. I'm saying with everything Shai has, he has the right to say, I'm that guy. I'm saying the reason his fame is maybe not attached to that is, I don't know what it is. I'm saying I think it could be more clear for a time in terms of just notoriety and everything else, why it might not seem that way. No one's saying he's not a superstar, guys. Obviously he is, but I just feel like in our past, there's been guys where it's been so definitive. And I feel like in our era, or not our era, this era right now, what's going on currently in the NBA, in the landscape, I think he has the right to say he's that guy, and he should because he is. But everything else that comes with it, it doesn't seem like it's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. I feel like it could be more. If anything, I meant it as a compliment. Just to be clear. I'm saying as much as he has, guys, I think he should be even bigger. That's only a compliment. And people are like, he is famous. He is a star. Yes, I know that, guys. I'm saying in the past, the 1 and 2 guys, it's been so clear. Not only on the court, but just everything off it too. Their presence, everything. I think right now, like Ant has just as big of a following than Shai. What are you talking about?
Like, because Jokic is the best player in the NBA, and it's like a unanimous thing where everyone knows he is. So it's like, okay, SGA has all this, but he's not number one. And no one would say he's the best player in the NBA.
That's probably why.
Yeah,
that's probably why. But you could argue, well, LeBron was that, and Steph was getting his own thing, which is true. There could be,
You're gonna say because they're both American.
I don't even listen. I do think there's an aspect to it, the American thing. I do think that
it's hard to put into words, but I think as you were kind of like tackling.
Yeah, like and it's not like there should be that. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying there's just something to it not being ours. And when the Olympics come, he doesn't wear our jersey, guys. Like, what the hell is so hard to believe about that? What the
right.
He tries to take the gold medal from us. The hell are y'all talking about? What do we say? I'm not saying anything that's like crazy here. So there is something to that. Period. I don't have to explain this anymore. I think he's a great star. I love Shai. I think he's a big star. I'm saying I think he could be even bigger. And I'm saying whether it's him not being that active or much on social media. People are like, he is always on social media. No, he's not. Not really. He could be at different levels of it. And I do think of him not being American actually it means something, bro.
Yeah.
Period. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Monday, you called the Suns Timberwolves game. I had a couple of questions for you about that game. First of all, Grayson Allen's travel on that 3, was it as crazy in person as it was?
Did you hear me on the broadcast? First off, that's a travel. I don't care what anybody else says. All right? I don't like all this like fancy footwork that's getting in the way of like what's like clear as day. I don't mind the Euro steps. I don't mind some of these fake steps that almost look like a travel, but they're not. The little 1-2 thing, and then you change to a whole different pivot foot, and then go off one
like
after being
combining one.
You're combining 2 moves on one, and it's not. I see it all the time, especially around the basket. That was crazy. He did it by the 3-point line. That was some nutty shit. But I'm seeing this stuff all the time around the basket. A guy will like hit him with a move, pump fake, and then go off 1 foot again. I'm like, yo, what the f*** is
You
that?
thought you couldn't lift your pivot no matter what, right? You'd have 2 steps or a pivot, and now you're being taught, and it's legal
To make another
get up
step
and then take up and lift the pivot for the
and lift a pivot foot and go into another step.
I don't remember. It just happened one day where overnight where I was like, yeah, this is a legal move. Now it's like part of
You
it.
can't watch that clip and tell me that's not a travel.
It looks crazy.
It looked, because it is crazy.
Yeah.
If it looks so bad, it usually is bad. If it smells funny, then something's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, come on, it's common
But
sense.
it wasn't called.
Nah. And then they replayed it like, whoa, look at this move. I go, I couldn't hold it back. I know they were mad at me because I was like, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I go, good God. And then it goes to commercial break. And they were like, Austin, you can't. I was like, bro, hey,
That is just my natural reaction.
that is not pretty.
Yeah.
I don't like that. And it has nothing to do with Grayson Allen. This is the whole NBA is doing it. This get to 2 feet and then change pivot foot, jump off, add a step, jump off 1 foot. What the hell is going on down there? What is going on? Then ain't nobody can be guarded. I'll never be. Forget about it. If I could just pick pivot.
Well, that's what like people from the 80s say. They can carry the ball. Like back in our day, you couldn't carry it. Now you can just walk up and down the court carrying it. It's easier for you guys. That's what they're saying. It just seems like it just keeps happening. The evolution.
I don't know. I saw a play of Nembhard yesterday where he took 2 dribbles from one side to another, and at one point he had it right here like he was holding a tray, and he was running. He dribbled again, picked it up. It was crazy. They got to find this clip. This is like recent games. This is either the last game or the game before. They'll find it. Just type in Nembhard carry. It'll probably be somewhere. This was they didn't call it either. I know. I'm watching the game like, oh my, I'm a traveling man. Made a lot of stops.
You're Duke alumni.
Over the world. Mike Posner, Duke alumni. Nah, no bullshit.
Yeah.
Shout out to the ledge. He like walked the planet, didn't he?
He tried to. I think he would try to walk across the country. He might
Imagine
have got injured.
Imagine waking up and being like, I'm gonna do this.
Forrest Gump.
I'm gonna walk across the country. Yeah, obviously can't walk across the planet, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Moses, I said the water.
From that game, also, you want to spend a minute on Colin Gillespie or?
I like him. I like his toughness. He's cocky. He's confident.
You're winning games without Devin Booker.
No. Well, he lost by 52 last night, so they got a little humble pie last night. But I like his game. He's a confident player. He hangs his hat on it. You could see it. He's a tough kid. He's got some game, can shoot, and he's proven that he's not some kid that's gonna be punked, and that he can play. So that's what I've seen so far. How good is he in outright now that once the cat's out the bag? I want to see. You remember like Jose Alvarado used to like sneak up on everybody, and like everybody like used to get the steals and his name. I haven't heard of it. You know what I'm saying? Like then I got to see you.
Yeah.
So like, okay, Gillespie, you could play a little bit. All right. So now that you're on the radar a little bit. Now like you go to a scouting team and they go through the 8 or 9 players. Now Gillespie's on the
It's like the dude from the Warriors, Pat Spencer. Like you're not sneaking up on anyone anymore.
Yeah. Like after a while,
next thing someone's picking you up,
and now like when you get the ball, no one's like. Now someone might be guarding you now, okay? Because that's what happens. It just, I'm sorry, it does. Like I was playing against Pat Spencer, I'd be like, what? And then like again, it's not the right way because that's how you get shown in this league. Like I told you, the best players in the world are in the NBA. You test somebody's gangster, they'll come ringing that doorbell, bro. They coming. I mean, everyone's too good, and everyone's too just waiting on their opportunity. So, Panda Gillespie, Pat Spencer, some of these guys, people are like, whoa. now that you're getting some people's attention for being able to play some ball, I got to see you play some ball when the moments matter, right? Like you went against an OKC team last night, guys that best team in the league, guys that can really defend and do it. They lost by 50.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not judging Gillespie off that game because I've seen him in other games. I just
also, the Thunder make a lot of people look bad.
Yeah.
That's just what they
correct.
do. You see the stat lines of people being like 30, 30, play the Thunder 12, 30, 30. It's
yeah,
crazy.
correct. And I just saw him in Minnesota carry his weight.
Yeah.
So, got to give him props. But I got to see it now on this back half of the season. And if your team is able to get to the playoffs, I definitely got to see you there. Then I can judge you. And we did the same thing with Ty Jerome. When Ty Jerome was having these games last year, we were like, oh, good player. I got to see him in the playoffs do it. He had a good game 1 or 2. I forget which it was. And we're like, man, this guy's, there it is. And then the rest of the playoffs, it started to get, it went from like kind of worse to worse to worse, especially in the Pacers series. He really struggled versus those elite guards. And that's where people kind of set back in like, okay, this might be his market. And he still was very improved and got paid, and congrats to him. He's a very solid backup point guard. So respect to Ty Jerome. But yeah, you kind of see right now, like Gillespie's starting games, playing where I was like, man, Gillespie could really, okay, he could play. Pat Spencer, he can play. They got some game. Now let's settle in and see how they do the rest of the season, and if their teams are in the playoffs, respect what they can do in those moments.
Yeah.
Then I can judge you.
Before we wrap, a lot of different channels or pods do like league pass rankings, and obviously you cover a lot of games. But when you're just watching basketball at home, what teams or team would you like to say? I used to always be whatever team Kyrie was on, but what team do you like watching the most? And maybe what team that if they're on, you're definitely not watching. For example, like a lot of people like Luka, Austin Reeves, LeBron. I'm probably watching that game.
No, I understand the question, Pausha. I get it. I'm not watching the Wizards. I'm not watching the Kings. I'm not probably watching. That's probably it. I mean, I don't know. But again,
But then again, you probably would watch them if the movie.
Yeah,
right.
I'll call their game.
Yeah.
Because they're still like, even when I called the Wizards game, it's a fantastic game. CJ McCollum went for like 40. Like it was great. Now if I'm on my couch with nothing to do, am I going to go out of my way to watch a Wizards or a Kings game? No, but like I watch anybody because all these guys could be on the next team. CJ McCollum was on this team, he'd be a great. You know what I mean? Like the Bucks would love CJ McCollum. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris Middleton can still play. George, that young kid that they got that can play. Yeah, they got some talent over there. So it's like, Sar. I've called their games. They were fun to watch. So
that was an insane game against the Pistons.
Yeah, it was. So I was like, bro,
the team that you're like might be the lowest in league pass rankings. I actually called one of their games. It was the most exciting game of the year.
It was a great game, and all those guys were out there balling and hooping. So I would watch any team. I'll say that. But if I'm on my couch, I'm not gonna go on my way to maybe watch a Wizards or Kings game, just due to the fact that the significance of the game might not mean a lot.
There you go.
It's like even if they win,
you like watching an important game.
I like watching games where like each team has something to lose here record wise, not a team that's probably headed to the lottery. Just because if they lose, they're supposed to, and if they win, it's like not even a thing because it's not going to add enough to get to the playoffs. So it's just like it's those games. It's hard for me to get into.
If you're flipping through League Pass though,
I only do it for scouting purposes.
All the games are right there on the slate. What team is like? Oh, they're on. Okay, I'm watching them.
I love watching the Lakers. It's just like they're just a team you got to watch. They're just fun. There's always a show with them. Like that dunk LeBron had last night was insane.
Yeah,
he just punched on that guy.
Didn't get his highs, obviously, but like he still did it.
Nobody dunked on him.
Yeah, he dunked.
Yeah, crazy. Just the fact that he caught a body. Yeah, and it was on a big.
Yeah,
Cornette's a big dude. He's 7 foot.
For sure.
So Wemby, like something like that. Spurs, Lakers. I usually look at the game though. So even if it feels like Lakers, Wizards, I'm not watching that game.
Yeah.
If it's a Lakers, Charlotte, I don't really want to watch that game.
Yeah. You're a matchup guy.
I like a good game. It don't even matter about the stars. And there's only like a couple guys I go to my way to like just really watch, But
with the Lakers, I officially like Austin Reeves again last night had like 12 or 15 points. The guy averages 29. It seems like with LeBron on the court and all three of those guys together, you said in the beginning of the year, it's a lot of overlapping, man.
He naturally goes back to that third spot.
I know, but I don't think you want him there. Like you want him.
I don't think listen, he has to be there. I don't think he wants to be there. I mean, the way he's playing right now, he's averaging damn near 30 a game. Yeah, I bet he's like, yo, this is kind of fun, me and you, Luka, just doing this. But big dog's still there. it is what it is. I said what I said already about it. And LeBron's been so great that it's hard to argue anything. So it's just
he has no trade clause. It's not realistic. So
he's not going anywhere unless he wants to go.
You can't trade Austin Reeves.
I wouldn't, no.
Unless you were getting a Giannis package in return or something crazy. I need to be getting something big time.
If a Giannis was attached to it,
I'm just trying to think
I would drive Austin to the airport.
Could you go
take
get
his bags to through? I'd hold all of his bags. Ask if he wants water, wine, snacks, anything. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Jesus, Giannis and Luka, and oh my goodness.
Would you trade him for Zion? I'm just trying to think of players that do something different than LeBron
Zion would be incredible with them.
Yeah.
Jesus, imagine you had Jeremiah Fears, Reeves, Murphy, Queen. Got a nice little starter package right there, man. Go get you that foot. They got some pick in the draft. They'll go get a damn gazelle. Throw them in there. Got something cooking right now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll give you Zion straight up for Reeves.
I don't know how the numbers would work or what the Lakers would have to throw in. But then again, Zion hasn't been available. If he goes to the Lakers, he'll probably magically. I'll give
you Vando. Good hustle player. Go next to
some picks
Queen.
Be included too.
Yeah, we'll give you a pick. We'll give you Vando. We'll give you Reeves for Zion. It's a good package. Take it.
Yeah, Luka, LeBron, Zion sounds like something that could work.
Zion's got to play, man. Reeves plays, dog. Reeves is a hooper, man.
Yeah.
Playoff starts, Reeves will be playing. I can promise you that. You know what I'm saying?
Whoever gets him is gonna have to pay him.
Who?
Reeves.
Yes, a bag.
Yeah. So that's what it's about, really.
Yeah, a bag. He would love to be traded. He's gonna make more.
You think so? I mean, he loves the LA.
He's gonna make a fraction of what he makes there and taxes.
Yeah.
He's getting hit both.
And you've done it too. You've been there for a few years now.
You've already been underpaid. He's been underpaid for the past 3 years, guys. Putting up 20, 18, 17. Guys who make $12 million a year don't put up those type of numbers. Josh Hart makes $80 million. All right. He averages 12, 13, 14, whatever he averages. OG, $200 million contract, averages 15 points. Okay, this guy's averaging 28, fam. So we got to start adjusting the numbers on this. He's been underpaid now for 2-3 years. We get it. I don't know if it's the white disc. I don't know what's going on because he used to say it's opposite. If he's good white too, they got to pay him. Chandler Park. That's what you heard, that bullshit. But now this, I don't know what it is with him. But at some point we got to start making excuses for Reeves and his paycheck. It's below what he should be getting. And if he goes to a team like that already is they don't have to pay Jeremiah and Queen for a while. They could pay. They could afford a big contract. You can Vassell it. You can give 140 to Vassell. You know what I'm saying? You can give 160 to this dude for sure.
Would you rather today have Austin Reeves or Jamal Murray?
With who? The Nuggets?
No, just overall in a vacuum.
With the Nuggets, I want Jamal.
Yeah, but overall, let's say you were a team.
Reeves is younger. But
by a lot?
I don't know if it's by a lot.
Yeah.
I'll go with Maul. I don't know, man. It's hard for me to go against Maul.
Yeah.
I'll stick with what I know. I'm going Jamal Murray. Reeves is playing his ass off though. I'm going Molly Maul.
Where are you headed this weekend to cover for NBC?
Beantown, man.
A lot of memories there, no?
Sure. My father made a lot of memories for our family. Is the best way to put it.
Who are they playing?
Detroit.
What's up? What's going on? No wonder you're a Cade guy. You've been brainwashed through and through.
I've had 7 of their games.
Yeah, you, of course. I'm who would you rather take, the entire Rockets organization or Cade? You're gotta go Cade. It's you watched him play courtside every game.
Bro, I just watched this dude play, and I'm just this dude is so much better than everybody else on the floor.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a game yet where someone's near him. So I'm excited to see him versus Jaylen Brown. Just to see how much, because I think he's better than Jaylen Brown. So it's just a matter of how much. I don't know.
But Jaylen Brown's been the best player on the floor for a lot of games.
He's been killing. Lately he's been going crazy.
Yeah, did you hear the comments he made where he said, if you want to be in the MVP conversation, you got to sell your soul and flop?
Flop?
Yeah.
Who's he talking to?
Oh, shit.
Who's he talking to?
I think you know exactly who he's talking to. That's crazy.
But, hey, listen, it is what it is. Hey, listen, we'll be back next week. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. It's on my YouTube, Austin Rivers, or you can go to NBC and watch our stuff. But you can like and subscribe, more importantly, if you just go to our Instagram, The Off Guard Podcast. We're also on TikTok as well. Y'all be safe. We'll be back next week.